We go to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
A small town enacts its own sanctuary city policies for the protection of illegals. I'm sorry, what? Oh no, those suffering from mental illnesses, i.e. Transanity.
Hello.
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. According to reports, the reason why they're doing this, Orange Man bad.
I'm shocked.
Surprise!
Well, excuse me, it's ma'am.
And it's what's next. A happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this day. Well, it was only a matter of time before this was going to happen. One, I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen sooner. We go to Massachusetts. A small town decides to enact its own sanctuary city policies against illegals. That would be a surprise and shock to no one. But, well, I guess this won't be a shock to surprise no one either. No, it's not illegals. It's transmentalism. Yes, those suffering from mental illnesses, dudes who like to feel pretty, are going to be protected under this town's sanctuary city law. Oh, let the fun begin. This, coming from Breitbart. Massachusetts town votes to become sanctuary city for transmentals and gender diverse peoples. Yes, now they have a home. Oh, the joy. The town of Worcester, Massachusetts voted to become sanctuary city for transmental and gender diverse people this week after several self-proclaimed alphabet peoples asserted that they are under attack in President Trump's America, with one warning that if transmental individuals will make the city a very unsafe space if it does not bend to their will. Yes, do what we tell you to do, or something might happen. Wink, wink. The meeting lasted several hours, as several other self-proclaimed queer members of the community pleaded for sanctuary status. Excuse me. Wow, I couldn't get that out. One individual wearing a red hat, clearly a dude who likes to feel pretty, said he represented both the B and the T in the community and explained that he feels offended when people do not refer to him as ma'am. Gee, I wonder why. Because you got a beard? People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as a ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets. Again, use the men's toilets. There'll be no issue. I speak as someone who's a member of this community and is a queer person, he said. I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you say how afraid of Trump I am. Another individual, seemingly dressed in drag, said before unleashing what sounded like a veiled threat. Gee, If you say that you're afraid of Trump, and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this very unsafe space. Get my meaning? I'm shaking right now, another yelled, speaking to council members. I don't want to be here. Quote, I'm sorry. I'm taking too long for pleading for my life, the individual continued. Another man asserted that the Nazis began burning books on gender science first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans and mental people. And alphabet people. Wow, same thing. Whoops, flip. People even with special needs. Bullshit. Denying life. Bullshit. Saving and affirming care. Oh, yes. Oh, you mean child mutilation? Yes, I know you want that so bad. They even had a 7-year-old read a plea for the trans mental community. Yes, because this kid's not being used as a prop. No. Quote, my birthday's this Saturday, and all I want is peace for you to vote yes. Please don't let me down for my birthday. As the parent kept on nudging the kid. Wow. This comes from Alex on X. Last night, Worcester, Massachusetts voted to become the sanctuary city for transmental and gender diverse people. Of course, here's just some of the lowlights.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here. I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis.
All the fucking retards all came out at once that night. Wow, wow, wow. This goes on for like 5 minutes. No, I'm not going to bore you with cringe. Or more cringe, shall I say. According to reports, about 200 people showed up to the event, which lasted several hours. The city council voted in favor of the resolution. Shocking, 9-2. Gee, those two who voted against it used common sense. Yeah, I'm sure they were strung up. My thoughts. I could have just did the video just on that clip alone. I could have just let that play out for 5 minutes and not said a single word. And you all would have got the gist. But I've said this before in prior videos. Just because Donald Trump got elected, just because Donald Trump is passing executive orders like a beast, like doing boss moves on a daily basis, doesn't mean the stupidity ends. Doesn't mean the mental illness ends. Doesn't mean the moronism ends. The assholery, the buffoonery, the dumbassery. It doesn't end. You just got to be more aware of it. Because now, it's no longer a federal level, now becomes a local and state level. You guys got to continue to fight. Parents, fight. Concerned individuals, fight. Single men and women, fight. Because eventually, it's coming to you. So, I would have loved to have been in that room. Because I would have been laughing my ass off. I would have been literally laughing my ass off. They would have had to carry me out of that damn room. Because the stupidity level. Just because, just when you think you couldn't reach any lower levels, when you're on the floor, how further can you go? Well, with this, you just went into the basement. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know it's a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.